today's class. Yeah, in today's website design class, I'll be introducing you to what WordPress actually is and how to get familiar with the WordPress environment, how to create pages and menu. But before we actually go into that, before I want to tell you, because WordPress is a web software, so it's like an application. So it's like an application so that only runs on the server. It only runs on the server. So there are ways to get WordPress, but most of the time the only way to get WordPress is by actually purchasing domain and hosting. So, and you know that will actually cost you some amount of money. It can cost you from around 10,000 upward. But for the sake of this tutorial, because I know many of us who are here that we just want to learn, and maybe because of our tight budget for now, so that's why I'm coming up with this class. This class we're going to be looking at how to get a free web hosting where we can actually start working with WordPress. So you don't need to pay any amount, you don't need to pay any fee to buy hosting or domain. No, I'll be showing you a free web hosting where you can install WordPress and start your web design tutorial and training. So right now, follow me as I go to the website called www.webhosts.com. If you can just type it to Google, it will also take you there. So right now, here we are at www.webhosts.com. This web host is actually a subsidiary of Hostinja. Hostinja is a web hosting company where you can also purchase your web hosting and domain. So they are the one that actually create this triple web host. They create it as a free plan. So what they are trying to do is, if you actually sign up on this free plan, so at the long run, when you like their service, you can definitely upgrade to their premium platform, which is Hostinja Web Host. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be working with the free one, just for the sake of those of us that do not have the budget to actually get hosting and domain for now. So very quickly, what we need to do is just to sign up. So let us sign up. So we click on sign in. Okay, sorry, not sign up, except you already have an account. I've forgotten that we are going to start. So let's go down. So what we need to do is come to these plans. You see the plans that they have here. So but we are going for the free web hosting right here. So all you need to do is go down, come to free sign up, just click on it. So when you click on it, so all you need to do right now is fill in the email that you want to use. So that's what you need to do now. So I'll just type in my email. So this is the email I want to use, then the password that you also want to use. So you just fill in the password that you also want to use. So just fill in the password you want to use, then click on sign up. So now it will tell us to do this. This is a captcha, so we just have to mark everywhere we see an airplane. So let me just mark it. So then we click on verify, and after that it's going to send us a notification in our email so we can actually activate our account. So let's just wait for some seconds for it to load. So it says, hi, Brian Ernest is 188. That's the name of the email I'm using. All we need to do right now is to wait. So now it says we've sent a confirmation email your way. Verify your email address to continue your journey. So what we need to do right now is to go into our email and check. So this is it. It says please verify. So we just click on it. So then come down here and click on verify your email. So just make sure that the email you're actually using is on the same browser where you are actually doing the registration, so that you can just connect the two together at the same time. So you just wait. It says verifying your email. So now it says email verified. So get started. So when you come back here, you see this one too says get started. So now what we need to do is we can either click on here or come back to this tab. So now let's just click on, let's create some magic. So I'll just click on it. So now it tells us to select a plan. So what you need to select here is just order, select order. Then now it says name your project. So in this place you have to be very careful because you have to choose a name that has not been used by anybody before. Once you choose a name that has been used by somebody for like 3 times and it rejects it, it will hang you. So just think of a dynamic name that you know that whenever you drop it will go immediately. So for example, let me go with the name of the email I'm using. I'll just say Brian Estes 188 website. So I am very sure that this name would have not been chosen by anybody before. So then you put your password. So I'll just use this password that I want to use. So then you click on submit. So then you wait for it to load. So now it has been created. So what we need to do now is to install WordPress. It says choose your weapon of mass creation. So we are not using website builder, we are not using uploading site, so we'll be using WordPress. So you just click on install WordPress, select. So now here what we need to do is choose your username. So now in this case I can just say I'll just put the name of my email. You can just put any username that you want. So when you put your username and you put your password and you click on install, it will take you to this page. So in this page your WordPress will actually be installing. So the WordPress will be installing on the website. So right now this is the website right here. You can see Brian Estes 188 website. So right now what is happening is that WordPress is being installed on it. So we have to wait for some few minutes for the WordPress to actually finish installing. So right now the WordPress has finished installing. So all we need to do right now is click on go to configuration page to go and log in. So now it's going to take us, so now this is where we actually log in into our WordPress account. So what we need to do is to put the username that we typed. So in my own case I used Brian and then I used this password. So just click on. So now one of the issue or error that I have noticed with www web host is that the first password that you create while creating your account doesn't usually want to go. I don't know why, but it's been occurring frequently. So I already figured a way out. So now what you need to do is try to reset the password. So even after you've created this account, just try and click on lost your password. So and put the email that you use. In my own case I use Brian Estes 188. So just click on generate new password. So then go back to your email, go to inbox. So try and reload it. So then click on it and then click on the link to reset your password. So in fact you can still use the same password that was rejected. You can just use it, then click on save password, then go to login again. So this time around it's now going to log in. I don't know why it keeps on doing like that. I've tried it for different accounts, so that's the same way, it keeps on doing that same thing. So now let's see if it will log in. So now you see it has eventually logged me in, and that was the same password I actually used initially. You see, I was just pasting it. So I don't know why, but maybe it's their system. But one thing I want you to know is because we are actually using a free resources. So since it is a free resources, we cannot expect it to be perfect. So there are usually some some shortcomings whenever you are using something that is free. So I guess that's one of their shortcomings, but there are still a lot of shortcomings too on it at the long run, because at a point in time there will be limit to how large your website can be. But for now, just for the sake of this tutorial, since we are still in the introduction, you can start practicing with this. Since you are not building a large website yet, all you want to be doing now is just practicing. So you can use this resource to practice.